Behold, the law perverted! This was the cry of the brilliant French economist and political theorist Frederick Bastiat. He made the claim that in his country the law had moved away from its proper purpose, which was the protection of property rights, into something entirely else, a weapon of plunder. I do not live in France, but I will make the same claim as to Canada. In my view, the origin of law is not government fiat. Law begins with man's natural reason. Some things are discernible to anyone who simply considers them. We can tell, just by using our brains, that property rights exist, that it is wrong to murder or to use violence to coerce another to your will. Rape is wrong and always will be wrong, no matter what society thinks. We all know this, and in our private and personal lives, we all follow these edicts without question. Yet somehow, when the topic of government comes up, we get confused on these issues. What one would claim is immoral for an individual to do, some will say it is okay for the government to do. It is wrong to steal or to use violence or the threat of violence to compel another to give you money. Yet somehow, when the government does exactly this and calls it taxation, we look the other way. Well, I will not look the other way. I will hold the government to exactly the same standards as everyone else. Morality is universal. Law's sole purpose is to protect the inalienable rights of individuals. It is not to protect minority groups, for after all, is not the individual the smallest and most wretched minority? It is not to take from one man to give to another, for the redistribution of wealth is still theft. And after all, if you grant an organization such as the state the authority to steal, what guarantee do you have that they will not do so against you? And of course they do, on a constant basis, use this authority against all of us. The state is nothing more than the largest and most successful criminal gang. Indeed, at least the highwayman is honest about his actions. With the government, they give themselves flowery praise about how they must steal our money for our own good, as if we were idiot simpletons who could not take care of ourselves. To this end I will say, behold, the law perverted! The laws of our nation, which are innumerable and endless, have been turned against us. What was originally meant to defend is now used to plunder. And so I call upon all good citizens to practice civil disobedience, to break bad laws by ignoring them. We must not be bound by corrupt edicts which are opposed to justice as they are opposed to liberty and freedom. Let us throw off the chains imposed upon us by officials and bureaucrats. Let us restore the concept of justice to the reality of law.